More bodies, more candles, more teddies. He lost the war cause he ain't have his sword ready. Welcome to Philly. You think about cheesesteaks? Riding my city, they don't need breaks. Bodybuilding and gyms, no, you don't need weights. Well, you don't need a six-pack, you need eights. To leave a crime scene clean, no shell cases. Even though we come from God, niggas hell raising. Stack that money in the floor, bunch of stale faces. Shell cases in the mountains with them pale faces. They already see us as one of the fell races. Walking this road for miles, it feel like snail paces.
Public Influence Battle League, you know what I'm saying? We're here with Geechi Gotti.
Yeah.
Road to Geechi Gotti.
Yeah.
Today was a dope event.
For sure.
What's your thoughts on, some of these guys, man, that's, fighting to get a chance to get a battle with Geechi Gotti, man?
Yeah, man, dope event once again, man. It's the second event during the road to Geechi Gotti. It's 2 more to go, with 1 more tournament event before the main one in August. So, I think it's dope, man, to see some new talent. Some of these dudes I wasn't familiar with. So it's always dope to see some new faces, you know what I'm saying, emerge in this culture, and getting a chance to, show their worth and show what they made of, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm tuned in, man. I'm here every time I'm hosting. I'm right there front and center, so I'm able to really see what they made of, you know what I'm saying, on the way to this shit, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the next round, which will be the championship round.
The 2 guys that's left, King and I believe versus Fats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What do you think about what they've been able to do, seeing them?
Yeah. Salute to both of them, man. Salute to both of them. King OG. Yeah, he's from out here, you know what I'm saying, Dayton. I know Fats is from Ohio, I believe, Cleveland though. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I know they both from Ohio, so it's good. 2 of the homegrown people in the tournament make it to the finals and get a chance to, win. They both been getting better each round. I think the first round Fats had a bye, his dude didn't show up, so you know what I'm saying, but he got to still rap his bars and things in that first round to show, where his skill was at. And then this round he got to go against somebody, you know what I'm saying, was it Luciano, and showed his skill as well. So he, they both I think King got better from the last round as well. You know what I'm saying? King OG got better from the last round as well. So I feel like, they on a collision course to see who better, you know what I mean, or better that day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm excited to see who gonna pull it off for sure.
They about to battle you next.
Yeah.
Are you paying like close attention as in like, I'm gonna smoke these dudes, or like, okay, let me, are you studying as well?
I can't play with them because, like I say, man, it's the road to Geechi. So, when they get up there, I gotta give them a full experience, man. They gotta be, know what it's like to really battle me at my full form. That's really what I've been on all year anyway. I ain't really been playing with nobody, you know what I'm saying? I love these type of battles too, though, because, you get to battle somebody that's newer, because I done battled everybody. So when you battle somebody that's newer, more hungry, you know what I'm saying, this is a big opportunity for them, you know what I'm saying? You really get to see, like, what they come up with, you know what I'm saying? You get to kind of see where, like, it's not like a big battle where dudes is kind of feeling themselves, they just doing it for the check or doing it for the moment, these dudes is hungry, they looking to get their name, in the lights, so it's gonna push my pen to, to take it serious enough to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that I remain, you know what I'm saying, at the head of the seat, man, for what they doing, so. Yeah, I'm watching though, like each round I'm standing right there, I'm seeing things, I see what they good at, what they weak at, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm pretty sure they've been studying me all these years, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm definitely getting a chance to watch them up close and personal up until that final event, which should be crazy.
It was also a couple more battles that happened. 2 other guys, it was dope.
Was it
they weren't a part of the road, but they was like
Scissors,
Mello. Yeah, those dudes was fire.
Yeah, they did
those dudes was, Mello really went crazy, I ain't gonna lie.
They was in the tournament and they got put out, so they was like, they got to battle each other, you know what I'm saying? So they was a part of the tournament, you know what I'm saying? There was a couple of dudes that was a part of the tournament that lost, and they still was able to battle.
Okay, dope. I ain't gonna front. They put on. I'm surprised who got Mello out of there.
I think Winner beat him. Winner who lost today.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, so they've been working, man. You know what I'm saying? They've been working. Each round getting tougher. You know what I'm saying? I feel like King OG and Winner actually was having like a championship type of battle. You know what I'm saying? But Winner kind of choked up today.
Right.
But when you really pay attention to their round, they both was bringing it. So That was a good battle for this round as well.
Yeah, when it was fire.
Then you got Uncle Buzz and Chef Trez.
Yeah, that was good.
That was fire. You know what I'm saying?
Uncle Buzz, I got to meet him, and he was one of the guys representing Toronto, Canada.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, you know, chopping up with him. He like, you know, he like franchise. He the one though. He's, you know, he's the one that kind of broke through for everybody. But
that's my
to see somebody else from there,
you
know, I this was my first time seeing him. He put up a fight against Chef.
Man, against Chef Trez, and they had a good one, man. You know, Chef Trez, Mr. Three of them things is always tough. Battling somebody that could just freestyle and negate the stuff you say, but I feel like Uncle Buzz brought some dope original material. He had a different style, you know what I'm saying? He sounded like Toronto, you know. I think that's always dope when you're original and you sound like where you're from. So he gained a lot of fans in there tonight, man. There's a lot of people that left out there knowing who he was, and I think that's what he really was trying to do. You know, like you say, Chef Trez, he a legend. We all know who Trez is. He do this city to city, state to state. I've been on a million cars with Trez doing this same shit.
Give 100 no matter who.
Is what he doing. And the last one was L.I. the Mayor Arsenal, man. You know, that was another fight, another war in there, man. Salute to my brother Arsenal for giving my brother L.I. that shot, you know, because Arsenal a legend in this game. He ain't really got to battle nobody, you know what I'm saying? He been doing this forever. But L.I. been working hard. Public Influence Battle League for trusting in L.I. and you know, and putting that matchup together. Got to salute to them because they could have gave him anybody, but they gave him Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? And I think he took advantage of that opportunity.
From the conversation I had with L.I. and Arsenal, it was like Arsenal, you know, I think it was supposed to be bad news or something like that. Had L.I. and then he, you know, whatever for some reason that didn't happen, and then Arsenal was like, he picked for L.I. You know what I'm saying? And for Arsenal was like, yo, I don't know why, but he gets excited to battle Crips. You know what I'm saying? Which we seen tonight.
And that was a good Arsenal, man. Arsenal was in his bag. He was talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? He was talking that shit. Arsenal was going. Like, you know, that L.I. fighting back and going. And they talking their shit together. You know, I think they
third.
His third round, he had so much.
He had the city going crazy.
Had so much dope material in there. He was shouting out certain shit in the city. I think that shit hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the people in the building and they connecting with it. You know, that's just being, you know, smart of your surroundings and knowing how to, you know, tap into the people that's here. So, I fucked with that battle all the way just as a fan. And, you know what I mean? No bias in it. I really rocked with that battle. All 3 rounds was dope to me.
I was chopping up with L.I. and I know, like, for him, he's like, it's like a pressure to make sure he's able to level up, seeing the work you done. And he, you know, he was like, y'all both battled when you battle active that day. And he was like, he ain't really want to do it. But you like, nigga, this is trying to be great.
On the hood.
Like, if you trying to be great, you gotta be able to do this and go battle Arsenal and put on, like,
I'll be on it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't make it easy on him because he the homie. It's like, shoot, nigga, if there's something going on, I tap in with him. Like, every time he be like, man, nah, man, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this what it do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga come from the trenches, man. Like, nigga trying to make money, take care of your kids, take care of your family, trying to really do something with yourself, and you know what I'm saying? Like, create a different lane to where motherfucker ain't gotta do the bullshit that nigga grew up with. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fight through that time. Cause every time he see me do it, and that's what motivated him. Every time nigga be tired. I mean, I don't want to get up there and rap. I don't want to remember no bars. I don't want to think of no bars. I'm cool. I got, you know what I'm saying? So much going on. Like, even just this past month, I've been out of town every weekend for like the past month working. You know what I'm saying? We had the event together. We was on April 5th. You know what I'm saying? Then the weekend after that, Houston, 40 bars. Weekend after that, Steams, Pittsburgh. 2 days after that, Active in the Hood, and come out here and just hosting. And then in the midst of all of that, on the 20th is my son's birthday, you know what I'm saying? So when I landed on the 19th, I had to do all the shit with my kids, still trying to remember raps, run the whole event on the 20th, you know what I'm saying? And we in the trenches too, so not only just running the event, making sure everybody's safe, get home safe. All these gang members that came to the event, it wasn't even really no battle rap fans. There was all like motherfuckers that were just fans of just street shit, you know what I'm saying? So now we're trying to make sure everybody's safe, having good, and it was a safe event. Beautiful time, vendors out there. Shout out TG Fire Bikes, Champ with the web board. My boy Fly Thugger had his clothing out there. All the dudes who performed from all the different hoods, all the different sections out there. It was a dope event. My nigga TZ, Bully, they shut the stage down. Gang of other motherfuckers pulled up and did their thing. Beast Mode Security held it down. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like, you know, like a lot of that shit getting lost in translation too. Like when people see that shit, like all the other intangible stuff that go in there. So yeah, a nigga like Allah, he be right there firsthand seeing it, so he be like motivated, like can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got Arsenal, but nigga, what? Nigga ain't nothing, man. You got like the greats be doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? I know it's a lot of dudes who be needing 4-5 months to get right. But what about that nigga that's gonna call your phone and be like, man, I got that chicken for you right now, man. We need to battle next week. Like, you gotta be like, nigga, it's a dog in you. Like, you gotta find that dog in you. You ain't gotta always do that and have it, but just knowing you can do it, you know what I'm saying, creates that monster in you. So I think he second guessed himself when he seen he was able to do it. Had a dope battle in the hood against Ghost, and then came out here against Arsenal and put on.
Yeah,
so
facts.
like, you know, I think, you know, he shocked himself. You feel me?
No, you gotta definitely be able to do that. And I know his criticism was just like, yo, you just gotta be like all the way clean.
You got to.
Realistically,
that's the toughest part, making sure you clean with that shit. Fans don't want to hear that. You just had a battle a week ago, so they gonna like, so what? You should have choked, motherfucker.
Yeah, real talk.
They ruthless, you know, so yeah. And that's the biggest part, like you say, like, you know, but that comes with the preparation. Like, even with everything going on in your life, you still gotta find time to like zoom in on what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You gotta make time for that shit. You know?
How was those battles, man? From 40 bars to,
all of them was crazy. I feel like I beat all them people too, man. Shout out Steen, I whooped him. Active, I whooped you. 40, I whooped you. Man, it was all dope, man. I feel like they all was some dope battles. They all different styles too. You know, 40, she smooth talking female, so I had to come with like more different style with her, more jokes, more different shit. I think Steam's more of a puncher, like Bar Fest. We kind of going back and forth. If niggas was in Pittsburgh, it was one of those where we just dropping bombs. And then Active, that was for the hood, for the ghetto, like in our section. So it was a lot of like shit that you would catch if you really from out there. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of inside bars and shit like that, you know? So like, yeah, like all of them was different fights for me, but it was all dope.
What was the toughest fight, man? If there was, whether...
It probably would be Active, and it ain't even just because it was Active. It's like everything involved in that motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's the backyard. So it's like, this is like summer madness to my peoples. So like seeing me live is like, it mean everything to them. So me fucking up in front of them is like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they look, you know what I'm saying? Like they gonna be mad as a motherfucker. Like, nah, he can't get you. You know what I'm saying? So like that, it was probably just tough knowing that the pressure that come with like battling at home, like really home, all your people's aunties, mamas, grandmas, brothers, sisters in the building, that type of shit.
That's
you
dope.
know what I mean? Like nephews, nieces, cousins, everybody in the building type shit, you know? So that was probably the more pressure of it. Like, and then homeboy, like everybody in that motherfucker, we got like 20 plus years in, like in the streets and all type of shit together. Like, so niggas is just really showing up because they was proud to see we came this far and we able to throw events in our city, throw events in our hood. So like that was more so probably the toughest, just making sure I was on point and was able to be like the Gotti that they see when I'm in New York, or in Atlanta, when I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like, them the same performance that they expect, you know? That was the toughest one for sure.
So how was Active?
Active was dope to me. He was talking that shit. I think Active just need more place. A lot of people be ducking Active, man, because Active go in their pockets and be pushing them and shit. You know, they scared of it, you know? You know what I'm saying? You can't be nervous of it, man. You know, Active just out here doing what a watch nigga do, man, you know? But Active is fire, man. I think the more place he get, the more looks he get. I think he had a fire one with O'Red recently. Who was it? Danny Myers. Like he had some dope battles as of late. The one with Dice recently, I think out there on Westworld, you know? So the more plays he get, I think after this battle with me, it's gonna be probably even more people that's like, man, I get in there with Active, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like all he needs is those looks, you know what I'm saying? Like he a veteran, niggas don't know, he been doing that shit way before me. Active been battling since like 04. You know what I'm saying? For real, he came in that era with Daylight and all them for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, so he been doing it for a minute. It's just, you know, getting that shine on him, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, but he did
I know a battle with you right there in the neighborhood.
At the right moment, you know what I'm saying? That's all it takes, you know? So yeah, he did
you feel like you got him though?
Yeah, sure, man. Hell yeah, man. I couldn't let you get that one. You know what I'm saying? It was a good one, though.
Let me turn the page real quick, Gotti, just off of, you know, shit that's been happening right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, you see all the shit that's involved with this snitching and everything happening within the culture. Yeah. It's like one of the biggest topics, and it's like one of the realest topics because it's mixing this entertainment with, you know, you know what head ice are considered the underworld. You know what I'm saying?
These stupid ass niggas cancel my order, man.
No word?
Well, go ahead.
We probably gotta go out and get something at the spot, man, or something.
I'm back on their ass right now. Go ahead, man.
But you know, what you think about, you know, I guess that mixing, cause you really from where you from.
Yeah.
You really about what you about. You really who you are.
Yeah.
And represent what you represent, and you understand the laws and rules of this shit. But what you think about, I guess, it mixing with the entertainment world right now?
I mean, at the end
rap.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Battle rap in the streets go hand in hand anyway. You know what I'm saying? Battle rap in the streets go hand in hand. So it come from that era of like people battling on the corners, and you had to be who you was rapping about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that goes hand in hand because you couldn't be on the street talking that shit and have the whole projects behind you, have all these hood niggas behind you, and you a rat or you a pedophile or you one of the busters on the block who niggas slapping the back of the head and saying to the store, you one of the creepy weird niggas that really don't be coming outside and peeking through the windows, you know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't represent this shit, you know what I'm saying? So it go hand in hand. I think the biggest problem is now it's too many people that have voiced their opinion on street shit that might not be street people though. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what in the streets, there's still rules to the streets. Like nigga, street motherfuckers handle street business. You know what I'm saying? If you know you a civilian, you can't try to play the civilian role and then have commentary on street situations because then you still subject to the rules of the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's a gang of motherfuckers who do foul shit in the streets who still do bullshit to niggas too though. You know what I'm saying? So you know when you playing that role and you speaking up on motherfuckers, you gotta be prepared for the consequence too of what somebody might want to bring to you for shedding light on their situation or shedding light on, you know what I mean, whatever. So I think that's where it's gonna get misconstrued is everybody be speaking on people. It might not be qualified to speak on motherfuckers, so then everybody can blur the lines on, you know what I'm saying, what's really supposed to be being said. At the end of the day, like I said earlier, outside there with Orson when we was out there, man, like, everybody know, like, the rules of the streets, man. If you a street dude, if you bang in, if you crippin' blood in the SAA and repping some shit, if you out here hustling, grinding, and you involved in street activities, telling it's just a rule that you're not supposed to do. Like, everybody know that. It's not even nothing to keep being explained like that. Everybody know that already. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't supposed to tell. Now, the problem is it gets glorified and talked about so much that people don't even know what telling is or what telling ain't.
I was just about to say, you know, that's, I feel like, the biggest argument about what people consider telling, because some people have, whether it's on paperwork, whether I didn't say this or nobody got locked up or
Nah, it's gonna be on, if you told on somebody, it's gonna be on somebody's paperwork. You feel what I'm saying? That's just facts. If you told on some people, for real. You know what I'm saying? And you went to jail, or he went to jail, she went to jail, somebody, it's gonna be on somebody's paperwork that this person said this. Now, there's gonna be times with like, where people might got body cams, interrogation footage. We see that type of shit all the time, and rappers' lives and all that, you know what I'm saying? To where you might get caught up on them interrogation rooms, and before you even made it out the station, you done said some shit, you know what I'm saying? You saying some shit right there, and that shit can be found as well. So anything of that nature is gonna come out and people will know about it, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to hide that, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the times, that's just what it is. If you saying somebody did something to you that the police didn't know about, you told them. If you saying some shit that happened that shouldn't have been talked about, and you incriminating other people in your case or incriminating other people in a case, that's telling. It's just common sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, really, you're not supposed to incriminate nobody, not supposed to say nothing. Now, do it be people that probably go to jail and say little certain shit that's not telling, that's probably true too. But if you know you're incriminating somebody and you saying something that's gonna lead to an arrest or lead to a conviction or just lead to them having to be questioned or looked into, that's telling. I mean, it's simple as day. Like, it shouldn't even be, you know what I mean, explained from this motherfucker that many times, you know what I'm saying? Right. Everybody that's in the streets already know that already.
Yeah, because, you know, some people say once you start making statements or saying anything, you fucked up. Lawyer, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. You feel me? That's it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, once you get that, anybody that go to jail at the end of the day, and it's just, like you say, you just supposed to say that. Let me get my lawyer, I ain't got nothing to say, you know what I'm saying? Let me go to sleep, my head hurt, I'm tired. That's it. I don't know, that's it. I don't know about that. That's why in my cases, you ain't gonna see nothing because I don't say nothing. You ain't gonna be no long statements or he said this, he was talking about this, and that's it. As soon as we go, I don't know it. I don't got nothing to say about nothing, you know what I'm saying? But for those who don't understand that, then yeah, they end up in them bad situations, you know what I'm saying? When you look at your peers like Clone or Bad News who's going through what they going through right now, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, News was supposed to be here today. You know what I'm saying? And him and A-Ward ain't go down for whatever reason they ain't go down or whatever. Does that create a conflict between all y'all? You know what I'm saying? You artists and things like that.
Another nigga business don't really, like I said, I'm on my business. You feel me? So like what them niggas do don't really bother me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, I'm not from these niggas' hoods. They ain't told on me. I ain't told on them. I don't know no niggas who they told on personally. I ain't shot at them. They ain't shot at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of shit when people worrying about it. Like, if you know you told on some nigga, you finna be worrying about it. You know he told on you, finna be worried about it. You know you shot him, he shot you. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't involve myself in none of that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be on no nigga paperwork. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no nigga that come about the woodwork talking about Geechi said this about me. So I don't really involve myself in other niggas' business. My whole thing with that is if they still battling and decide to battle, then you just do your job and you get to your money. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for me to decide. You know what I'm saying? I can't stop a nigga from getting booked somewhere and rapping somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not my job to be even worrying about. Like I say, man, I'm in my own lane and my own business. I see all the clown shit that go on, and I'm steady focused, man. I got real shit going on, man. You dig what I'm saying? So them ain't the only niggas telling. You know what I'm saying? There's niggas telling everywhere. I got niggas that's from my neighborhood that done told. I can't fuck with, don't talk to. You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't got time to be worrying about some niggas from wherever the fuck they from doing what they got going on. You feel me? You just gotta stay out their way and you stick and stay focused. You know what I'm saying? If it come out that they telling you don't want to fuck with them, that's how you supposed to move. If you decide to still fuck with them, then that's on you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So is you see these guys, there's no conflict, there's no issue, there's no nothing.
Nah, why would you have conflict with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you, that's what I go back to the shit about the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's like, me even talking on this situation so long is gonna irritate me because it's like, I know the rules. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So it's like, for me, but I guess this is for the people that's watching. It's like, no, there's no conflict for you. Why would you wake up today and be trying to do something to some people that did nothing to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna waste your time, throw yourself away. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Trick yourself out your spot. You know what I mean? Or whatever you got going on, and vice versa. They shouldn't have no conflict for nobody either. You dig what I'm saying? Because nobody involved in battle rap.
That's true.
None of these cases that people talking about are involved around battle rap. I guess, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess you told on smack or something, then it's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
I guess it's like, you know, people just having strong opinions about how they feel about shit and saying it publicly.
Yeah, everybody got their opinions about shit, but it's like, you gotta be able to stand on your opinion. Like, if I call a nigga a bitch and he see me and got a problem with me calling him a bitch, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you gonna call a nigga a bitch and then when he see you, you don't. That's on you too. You feel me? You gotta be. That's my point of saying people talking on shit that they not really meaning it. You know what I'm saying? Because in the streets it's the same thing. Even in the hoods, if it's a nigga that's a snitch and you call him a snitch, that don't mean he ain't got a gun. He can still do what he want to do with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, that don't just because he a snitch don't stop you from being whatever he might have been before that.
He can still beat you up.
He can still beat you up. It might, if that's what he choose to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you would choose to allow that to happen to you, basically. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta be a man of your own principles and know what you stand on and what you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, you feel me? Like, that's what it is. Like, a lot of these people, they just be saying shit and don't mean what they say. You know what I mean? So, like, now, if you mean what you say and you stand on what you believe in, then you don't got no problem with what you say. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because you don't care about the consequence behind it because you already took that in consideration. You know what I'm
saying? And just as far as, like, you know, being able to say what you want in battles, I know, you know, that shit is, like, almost ridiculous as well because, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. In battles, you can say anything, you know what I'm saying? You could just say anything about anybody, tarnish their character, say whatever, but at the end of the day, that's the sport we signed up for, too. Right. So me as a battler, I understand that, man. I get up there, man, a motherfucking call me a buster, a sucker, motherfucking call me, you know, then they can talk about your mama, your kids, everything, you know, I do the same thing, talk about motherfuckers go crazy. So I understand it, you know what I'm saying? I think, like, the principle side of it is being a man, you know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't me. Yeah, I ordered some pizza. Yeah. Nah, that ain't me.
Should've took that guy, you know.
I should've took it. I'm gonna get the bit. But like, I feel like, you know, like the principal part and having the morals come in with like knowing when to turn the character off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you can't, if I'm battling knowledge to God, I'm gonna say whatever I say in the battle. You know what I mean? It's certain shit that my morals probably won't even allow me to say this because a nigga a man. But if a nigga do decide to be disrespectful and say anything, it's cool. It's a battle. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sign up for that. You get paid to listen to anything a motherfucker gotta say to you. But the moral come in is when you learn to turn the character off. Once we not on stage no more, we not doing this rap thing, we not getting paid no more. Is you still saying all this weird shit? Do you still got all this dumb goofball shit to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these motherfuckers don't never turn it off. You know what I mean? And they lose who they really truly are. You know what I'm saying? And they become like a part of the whole culture of worrying about what the comments is saying, worrying about, you know what I mean? It's like an image thing. Like, I'm trying to sound a certain way so the comments can favor me, or these people can feel this way, you know what I mean? And it don't be reality. Like, we all be at these events and be seeing everybody.
Exactly.
We know who the suckers is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether you think we know it or not, we know if you a sucker. Whether you think you didn't get slapped at the event don't mean that we don't, you know what I'm saying? Everybody be around everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you know who, you can tell when somebody is who they are and when they not. So the image gotta be of time when you just be like, you know what, the cameras is on, let me be myself. I don't have to tweet weird shit all the time. I don't have to get on this camera and disrespect motherfuckers and say little goofball shit that I'm not gonna stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to tuck that shit off and be who you truly are. I think that'd be the biggest problem. Sometimes motherfuckers don't know when to cut the games, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they keep going. Then now the fans is waiting for this, and it's like, oh, it wasn't never real in the first place, you know? So it shouldn't even went that far because it wasn't that real.
No, that's real shit. That's real shit.
Real.
Ultimately, like, you know, some of this shit, when you look at just where you at in your career and all the shit you've done and where you're trying to take it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know I feel like this is a difficult question, but you know, just from who you are, but is it ever a point where you like, I would like you don't want to be a part of this, or you want to get out of this, or not be in the gang or anything like that?
I don't really be a part of the circus shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I feel like my energy be somewhere else. It might be a few goofballs that try to pull me into the circus shit so they can feed off of nigga energy or something. Right. For me, I don't really be a part of none of the like theatrics and all the little weird ass shit like that, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, man, I keep this shit, you know what I'm saying, the way it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? So like me, I look at it like, as long as you get into the money, you know what I'm saying? As long as you get into the money, man, and you handling your business, then it ain't no reason to get up out of it now. You getting caught up in that shit, weighing on your mental, weighing on your, you know what I mean? And it's stressing you out because you really out here, you diving into this shit, because I can see how I can do that to you, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so much going on. And yeah, you might need to fall back and like reevaluate who you is, you know what I'm saying? Get back focused, realize this shit is all smoke and mirrors, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't let these comments shape you, man. Don't let these views shape you, you know what I'm saying? Don't let the perception of you shape you. You gotta be knowing who you are and stand in that, you know what I'm saying? So for me, nah, man, I'm just continuously with this, man. As long as there's real niggas out here, man, I'm gonna be, you know, pulling up to these real events like tonight, man. Public Influence Battle League, man. Dating, real niggas in the building, real bitches in the building. Good vibes, good energy, man. Everybody having a good time. That's what I do this shit for, you know what I'm saying? Going to these cities, touching the real people, man, handling real business, you feel me? Like, a lot of these times you're gonna see the same type of people in these environments, man, because the people gonna know who they can reach out to for this type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So like, nah, man, as long as this shit like this going on, y'all gonna always see me somewhere in the mix, even if I'm not battling, you know what I'm saying? Throwing events, throwing shit like I just did 420, like I'm always have something going on like that, trying to keep the culture going forward.
No, just kind of like to reiterate on the question, is more like, you being Crip, like, is there ever a moment where you're like, I don't want to be in that anymore?
Oh, stop banging.
Yeah.
Nah, he don't never stop banging. This shit for life, man.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, because Gotti said, no, that this is me life. For the...
But if a motherfucker follow my journey, man, like, you know what I mean, and anybody that know me, if you following my journey, man, I speak life into the youth, though. I'm not telling no young nigga to go pick no gun up and go put no work in, because I already tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna go to jail, like, you know what I'm saying, eventually. Or you're gonna get popped, you know what I'm saying? I done been to jail and I've been popped. You know what I'm saying? It happened. That's what's in that lifestyle. So I'm gonna tell a young nigga off the top, if you ain't already in it, full-fledged in it, don't get in it, man. So much other shit you can do in life than go bang and have to look around your shoulder everywhere you go. Can't go to every gas station, can't go to every club, can't fuck with any bitch, can't just, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta like limit stuff off your life that you can't do. Like, nah, for now, nah. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm in a different age bracket. I'm in a different time. I done survived a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I done seen a lot, so my mental is different. So I can't, you know, change everybody's mind. There's a lot of young dudes who still out there full-fledged, active and doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? But for the ones who can listen and can hear, man, yeah, it ain't working, you know what I'm saying? For sure, man. Handle your business. There's so much other stuff to be doing, man. Getting to that money, getting to that bag, man. Staying focused, man. Like real gangster shit, like Meek said, taking care of your mama, taking care of your kids, you know? Stuff like that, you know, you got to put as your priority that I probably learned later, you know what I'm saying? So if somebody can learn that at a younger age, man, they gonna be 1,000 times ahead of where I'm at this age, you feel me?
But, you know, even with you having that, the rules still apply.
Yeah.
Is it still gas stations you still can't go to and certain things you still can't do?
Yeah. I mean, as a man, you can do what you want to do even that, but it's just the rules apply. It's just like the rules of the streets. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen anywhere, you know what I'm saying?
It don't have to be affiliated.
It don't have to be affiliated. Yeah, I'm just talking about the rules of the streets. Like, nigga, you go to the
fact.
wrong gas station and niggas is out there tripping that night. That's your ass,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
You feel me? Like,
the wrong place, wrong time.
Wrong place, wrong time. The rules of the streets is, you know, going with your first mind, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, all that type of shit, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, all that is still apply. It's life. Watching what you say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Shit like that, man. The power of the tongue, you know what I'm saying? Being careful with your words, you know what I'm saying? All of that. So yeah, like, you know, as long as you abide by the correct laws and the guidelines of the world and the stuff that's instilled in you since a kid, you be all right in this world, you know what I'm saying?
Lastly, you know, again, you just the only person I know that asks this, that can speak anything to this. When you yourself look at, you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
The situation with Big U and all of the crazy shit that you see going on like that. You know what I'm saying? Even not, you know, being active or anything like that. What's the mindset just seeing how that affects everybody on a street level? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. First of all, freedom dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? Freedom dudes going through that. When you look at that, it just lets you know, man, at this day and age, man, you just gotta stay focused, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it can happen to anybody, you know what I'm saying? You can get locked up, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's just the moral of the story. Ain't nobody too big to go to jail, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If some motherfuckers out there looking for you, and they coming for you, you can go down, you know what I'm saying? So that way you got to be focused, man, doing some shit to where they ain't got no reason to be looking at you, ain't got no reason to be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
What you think about these gangsters talking like on clubhouses and you know what I'm saying?
I think people just be forgetting they own lines sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Interviews, all that. This new generation is on a whole nother level when it comes to this.
Forget you online sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And you just get comfortable talking on the internet and saying anything about anything. And it could cost you, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say that. It go back to what I just said like 5 minutes ago, the power of the tongue, watching what you say. All that shit, you know what I'm saying, can have a negative effect if the wrong people get wind of it, you know what I'm saying? So always just be mindful of what you're saying, man, you know what I mean? And know that this stuff is monitored and recorded at all times, you know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
And, you know, handle yourself accordingly when you're in front of this camera, for real.
And if you get in there with this message to the youth, you know what I mean, message to the kids growing up in your neighborhood who's following your footsteps.
Yeah, man, if you a kid growing up in any of these ghettos out here, man, stay focused. That's my biggest thing, 'cause I know it's tough, man. There's kids out here, man, they trying to make it just day to day. You know what I'm saying? Like they still going through the struggle just like everybody else had to go through. They ducking shells, they ducking the police, man. You know, they trying to figure out life, you know what I'm saying? Just stay focused. There ain't no rule book on how to get out of this shit, you know what I'm saying? The only rule is like, man, find your lane and stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's unexpected deaths. It's all kind of like, freak accidents, all that, you know what I'm saying, that can happen. You know, that's why you staying in your lane, you staying focused, man. You kind of miss all the nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no reason to get up in them streets if you're not in them streets, you know what I'm saying? Like, this new world is already camered up. When I grew up, it wasn't even a lot of cameras and phones and all that shit yet, you know, so it was a little different, you know, and I'm pretty sure the generations before me, it was way less of that shit, you know what I'm saying? So imagine this generation now, it's cameras everywhere, they see everything, you can't do nothing. It's really not even a crime that they haven't seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see everything, you know what I mean? It's unlawful for them to use it, you know what I'm saying? There's drones in the sky, you know what I'm saying? All kind of shit, you know? So if you're a youngster in the world right now, man, you need to just get to the bag, man, handle your business, love your folks, love yourself, turn up, man, because you ain't finna get away with shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the truth. You know what I'm saying? For real. Somebody always watching, man. Everybody got a camera on them. Everybody.
Facts.
You got a phone in your pocket, you got a camera on you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody. So
being monitored 24/7.
24/7, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Man, stay in school, man. Stay focused, man.
That nigga stay off them wiretaps, man. Stop talking crime on your phone and selling shit on Instagram.
Shit, man, on the real. Even if you ain't recording it, though, people get on the phone and just talking to their homeboy. Like, man, that shit was crazy. You ain't see such and such shot whoop-de-whoop last night. Hey, nigga, they recorded that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? There be niggas going down for some shit another nigga said, you know? So just be careful what you saying, man. Stay focused, man. Stay out that bullshit.
Yo, Gotti, appreciate you, man. No studio in. I see what it is.
No studio. We in the fucking building. We lit, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out now to the guy, Hip Hop is Real. Once again, Public Influence Battle League. The very first of its kind virtual reality battle league, man. Got to make sure you got that MetaQuest, man. June 7th, the next event. You know what I'm saying? It's lit. Shout out to the final two, Fats, King OG. Can't wait to see the rest of the card, man. It's going the fuck down. Dayton, Ohio. What up, nigga?
Let's get it.